everyone, this is Curtis with Weed Whacker Lawn Care. Hey, today what I'm doing is I'm using my Toro TurfMaster with a 30-inch deck on it. This here mower I have used in a number of lawns. I remember when I first purchased this mower, I shared some videos of me using this mower. What can I say about this mower, this Toro TurfMaster? Well, it hasn't given me any problems. Uh, I mean, I have mowed a number of lawns with this, and all I can say is I've had good luck with it. I noticed some people have said that they had problems with their the belt or something or other was had broken on them. Well, this mower is not um, what can I say? It's not it's not designed for like that high turf where you need a lot of torque. That's where I have those bigger mowers that to mow that type of property, overgrown grass. This here, I mean, you're gonna stretch your belt if you put it into some overgrown grass, trying to cut a jungle down with this type of mower. No, this mower is more designed for getting into a lawn and mowing it, just like what I'm using it for right now. That's what this mower is for. And I shared that information once before using this mower, and I tried it out in some overgrown grass just for a test purpose, and it would cut through that, but it still put a little strain on it. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna tear up a belt on my mower trying to prove something to see, just prove, say, well, let's see if it'll do it. Well, no, I'm not gonna do that, and I didn't do it. And so that's why I have the original belt on my mower. All I do is change the oil, change the filter, and put some fresh gas in it and go. Haven't had any problems with it, so I'm very happy with the mower. So if you put it in rough conditions, then you're gonna have some problems. You will mess up the belt. And another thing is, when using this mower, you have to use it in dry grass. When the ground is dry, you're gonna get a good cut, and you're gonna have less problems with it. Now, I have cut some grass that's been kind of damp but not wet with it, and I've had good luck with it. But I wouldn't continue to use this more in those type of condition. Overgrown wet grass, no, you're gonna put a strain on that. And you have to realize that you got two blades that are turning, and it's hitting against that grass. And if it's trying to knock something down, and it's trying to get it down, well, you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna put a strain on your belt. Your belt's gonna get hot, and it's gonna break. And if you keep doing it, putting that more in those type of conditions, you're gonna have problems. And I know a lot of people like, oh man, I haven't had none. You have to buy some extra belts. I haven't bought any belts for this mower because I know better. I know that if I put it into a strenuous position, it's gonna pop the belt. It's kind of like if you put yourself in a situation of trying to pick up 1,000 pounds, and you know you can't pick 1,000 pounds up, then you're gonna hurt yourself, and it's just some things you shouldn't do. And that's like using equipment. You shouldn't put that equipment into a strenuous position where that it's gonna cost you money. You have to go buy another belt. Now, if you happen to get into some property that's overgrown, what I would say to do to save you is take and You want to raise the wheels all the way to the highest level and mow it at the highest level if you can get it through that. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with that, what I would say is take your trimmer and trim that overgrown grass down with the trimmer, and then take your mower and mow over it. That way, you're not straining the mower, and you're not gonna burn your belt up where it's gonna break and all. You're not gonna tear up your pulleys and all of that. Like I say, this mower is designed to cut just like what you see I'm cutting here in this video. And what I can say, as long as that grass is good and dry, you're gonna give a good cut on it. Like this one right here, the customer likes for it to be cut on probably about a 4 or 5. Now, really, I need to drop it down to probably about 2 or 3, so that I can pick up a lot of that old batch grass that has it's kind of died out from the freeze. But I'm gonna talk to the customer about that, and probably drop it down so we can fertilize it, and then we can have a good, pretty green turf when it gets hot. I mean, it's gonna get once it get a consistent of about 80, 85, or 90 day and night, the grass is gonna really grow, and it's gonna look really pretty. When they put all that fertilizer on there, now the work gonna really pick up. Now this lawn that I'm doing right here, I've been doing this lawn for a number of years. This one, stuck with me. Let's see, what did I do? How did I get this lawn? Oh, it just came to me how this lawn came about. It was some years back in 2012. I ran an ad in a little yellow book, and I had a number of customers call me from that ad. Well, I made enough to pay for the ad off of the customers. And I ran it for about, I want to say maybe about 2 years, and then I just dropped the phone book. I stopped advertising the phone book. I don't even know if they're still around anymore. But that's what I did back in the day, and things worked for me. And I used to do a lot of stuff, find a lot of stuff in like free, you could list your lawn service on, I want to go back in the day. They had some bulletin boards. This is over the internet, and you find these sites and you fill out your information, and you would get calls from them. And I would search at night, and I found some, and found one good one, and it was a free one, and I ended up from that free posting, I ended up getting a customer from that, generating over $1,000 just from that free listing. It was local, and someone was looking for a lawn service, and I just posted. I didn't know. I used to try it just to see, and it worked. So you just never know. When you're in lawn care, you have to try all things to keep yourself busy. And now I don't try that anymore because I was overbooked. I mean, from doing mulch jobs to bringing in rocks, doing landscaping, to cleaning properties up, to get a property ready to sell. it was a number of things I've done. I've done a number of things out in lawn care, and it's been good. It's been very interesting. I mean, it's a lot of hard work. Not just mowing the lawns, but the other hard work is dealing with customers. You know, I mean, people. Um, well, I mean, what can I say about them? I mean, they're different. It's different. I mean, what I don't want to say is dealing with them. I mean, you got all kinds. And I mean, that's something that you have to be aware of, learning how to deal with customer service and catering to someone to try to please them, to make them happy. Some people you can make happy, and some of them you can't. And you know, a lot of times what I would run into is a lot of people that they want something, but they don't want to pay the price for it. They, what's going to make them happy is if you just do it for nothing. And you know, it's like, well, I can't work for nothing. I mean, if I'm gonna work for nothing, then I'm not gonna have nothing. I won't be able to do anything. But you'll be happy, and I won't be happy because I don't have no money to pay the bills. I don't have no money to buy no gas. I don't have no money to do nothing because I'm working for free. And it doesn't work that way. You know, as being a profitable, trying to make a profit. What I'm saying? Trying to make a profit out of the business. You know, to keep you going, to sustain the cost of doing business. And nowadays, you know, you're looking at this gas and wow, you know, your groceries and oh, you know, I was just in the store the other day and I was looking and I was like, wow, hey, everybody got to get a raise, you know, from the store to the shipment, the logistics of having all those trucks and drivers and packages and, you know, print, and all the labels and all of that. That stuff all costs money. And as being a consumer, you see a product that you want, well, you have to pay the price for the product. And that's just the way it is. You know, everybody um, gonna need a raise. If you work in a company, you're gonna want to get a raise, and the store have to, whatever organization you in, have to figure out how they're gonna increase prices to pay all the people that are working for them. And you know, if they can't compete, then they're out because you know some of the key players in the organization is going to go where they can make more money, and so they got to figure out how they can pay more money to keep those teams together. And if they can't, you know, people are going to leave, and that's in any business. You know, that's just the way it is in any business that you're in. You got to figure out how you're gonna stay competitive, where that you can stay in the running to win. You know, if you ain't winning, you're losing. And sometimes, you know, I must say, hey, it's been times I was losing. I had to turn it around. And the way I turned it around was I had to let a lot of customers go. And you know, it's great to have a lot of customers, but if they ain't paying you nothing, it's not good because you're just spinning your wheels and not able to, as the old saying, make ends meet. Yeah, you won't be making ends meet. You won't be making no meat at all because you're gonna be broke. And that's just the way, you know, this ain't no, you know, doing this stuff. This is not easy. I mean, all of that driving, going here and there, pulling a trailer, you in traffic. Oh man, going over here, parking on the street. Oh man, you worried about your possessions out there. Somebody's walking down the road looking, they want to steal something. Thieves everywhere. You know, it's stressful, y'all. I'm gonna tell you. Um, you know, I've done this for a long time, and it, the stuff that I've encountered, it was very sad. You know, I've met a lot of people out here, and some of the things that they told me that happened to them, and you know, they were trying to support their family by doing lawn care, and somebody came along and stole their truck and their trailer with all the equipment, and you know, and trying to start over, and they couldn't start over. That was just it. The only way they could make it was they had to go and find them a job, try to turn, you know, things around. And you know, I'm just, matter of fact, what I'm thinking about, it was a guy that I was way across town, and I was going to do some lawns, and a guy came up to me and told me, he says, "Hey, I used to do lawn care." I said, "Oh yeah?" So we got to talking and everything, and he told me, he said, "Yeah," he said, he told me this story about what had happened to him, and how you know, he lost all this stuff and everything. And so from then on, he couldn't. He said he left it alone, and he said that he found him a job working at I think what he told me was Home Depot. It was something in the receiving end of it. And we talked a little while, and he told me, he says, "Hey, be careful out there. Just be careful, man, because," he said, "you know, it's rough." And I must tell y'all, it is rough out here. And don't never think that this is just easy. Don't think that it's all good, because you see me doing these videos and you may see me mowing a lot of properties. No, there's a lot of stress in this. I mean, I just got a lot of experience, and I know what to look for and what to back off from. It's a lot of lawns I turn down, different neighborhoods I won't go in. You know, I don't care how much they're paying. It's not worth it. You know, I'm like, no, it's too dangerous. No, I'm not gonna do it. No. And that's just something from healing. If you traveling different service stations, you have to be kind of leery about it. Do you want to fill up here? Do you want to stop in there? No. You got to be aware of all your surroundings when you driving. Is there anybody following me? What's going on? You got to be looking in your mirrors at all times. You know, you looking ahead. You looking on the side. You checking all your surroundings when you out here. So you can't just be, you know, as that old saying, like everything is all right, because it's not. If you finish up in a day and you go home and you look at the news and you're like, oh man, I've had some places where I have mowed and then I see it on the news. I'm like, oh my goodness. I said, I used to do that lawn there. Oh, that's on the news. There's something bad that happened there. You know, I'm like, oh wait. Kind of have you're like, man, ooh. So, you know, I done encountered a lot of stuff out here, y'all, and I'm just sharing this, and I share these videos. I've just been sharing my lawn care journey as I been out here doing these lawns. And I want to say, you know, I've been mowing yards a long time. Way back in the 90s, or England in the 80s, I've mowed lawns. You know, I didn't always mow as mowing as a professional. I mowed as helping people out. You know, back in the day, there was like somebody want to get their lawn mowed, a neighbor or something, and just helping them out. You know, right in there. I'm not trying to make no money out of this, but somebody would give you a little money. You know, they know you're in school or whatever. Just give you a little something, you know, carry you on. It's kind of what it was back then. But then as time went on, you know, I was never thinking about getting into no lawn care. And after I got into it, Well, I always say I got into this by helping my dad after my dad got sick, and I just kept going on and doing it. And I built it really big. I mean, big. I mean, my dad had it. It was a small lawn service, but then I took it and went bigger with it, and that's how I ended up investing money and buying all these different mowers so that I could get out there and compete and do the job. And it's always been a journey, you know. I always would try to find somebody to help, but that never works out because I know when people don't want to put the time in and actually do the work, they just want to get the money. And I understand that, but the customer won't keep paying you if you don't do satisfactory work, you know. And you start losing customers because of your helpers. You know, the customers looking out the window, this guy's being slow, like he don't want to do it, or lagging around. And customers don't want nobody like that. They want somebody that's gonna get in there, give them a good job, and get on away from there. You know, that's what they want. You know, and you know, just having someone. Uh, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me sharing my journey out here today using this Toro TurfMaster with the 30-inch deck. And like I tell you, it's a good mower. It's a real good mower. I know Skag has one, but I haven't tried a Skag, and I don't know if I will try one. I don't know. But there's some more mowers out I would like to try. And right now I'm really thinking about investing money into an electric mower. So I may get one. I haven't decided which brand or which one I'm gonna get, but I'm looking. But I just want to try one. I just want to see what it's like to have one on board and try working in some lawns with it. But hey, guys, I'm getting close. I'm about to close this video out, and then hey, leave me some comments. Tell me what y'all think about, you know, those electric mowers. What type of mower, if y'all have electric, which brand y'all in favor of. And I'll do some research on it, and I may get one here. I mean, real soon there. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for checking out my video, and have a good one. I'm out of here.